Hey, Meta. Seth, how are you? Freebird, good to see you. Jimmy, Las Vegas gal, how are you? How are you? Patrick, Teresa, Mary, good to see you. Please swipe and invite your followers. Hey, Ramon, how are you? Marcia, just wanted to check in with you guys really quickly here. Hello, Teresa. Jimmy, thank you for inviting people. Good evening. So sad it is. Yeah, religion of peace. Laid on the right coast. Yep. Hey, Mary. Yeah, Kofefe. Marcia, good to see everybody. So I probably like you. I've been watching the terrorist attacks pretty much all day. It's sort of been something that just everybody knows came out of the clear blue sky, I guess, in some ways. But it is Ramadan, and not unusual for there to be attacks during this time of this this month of June. What did everybody think about what they were seeing? Everybody's being very quiet on Periscope. What were you thinking when you were watching everything? Hey, Don, good to see you. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Hugh, good to see you. Miss May is safe. Pretty amazing how, yeah, it was terrorists for sure, and three of them are dead. Um, have a lot of thoughts. Share them with us, Seth. I just heard the update that at least six people. Dawn's talking to some people in the UK right now. No, it's not going to end, Teresa, because we don't. Hey, Bill, how are you? We don't. We don't make it end. I know. I know, Hugh. Six of people in the UK, the ones that were on the. I don't know if it's ones that were on the bridge or elsewhere, but they have died. Six of them, and perhaps about 20 are in the hospitals. Fake bombs strapped on the killers. Yes. And I'm hearing that they jumped out of the van and said, "This is for Allah." So, yeah, yeah. You were at a free speech rally today, Hugh. Oh, it's good. Yeah, the Supreme Court really needs to hurry up and hear the case with the travel restrictions. Las Vegas gal, I don't. When are they going to wake up? When are we in the United States going to wake up? When is the left going to wake up here? Hey, Lisa. Yeah, it's expedited, and it needs to be. Supposedly there's not an imminent threat here, but if there were, the call you lobster Hugh, the United States, the president should go ahead and protect the United States in any event, even if the court system doesn't want them to. No, they're not going to wake up. I don't think so. The travel ban is only a band aid. It's true. What we need to do is go over there and bomb the you know what out of them. Hey, John, it's your first day on Periscope. The left would rather see America destroyed rather than go. Well, see, what the problem is that the left is so politically correct, and we've been taught that everything is about political correctness and coexistence. So that's why we can't do anything. Can't believe some of the comments I've seen on the scope still say it's a peaceful religion. I know. Yeah, the first word's kind of out of their mouths. It's they don't want to blame ISIS, Islam, or radical Islamism. Islam. It's just it's just some kook, right? Just three or more kooks that got together and decided let's go out here for three times in what has been an attack for every 3 months straight now. So that's just random attacks. Yeah, I know they attacked Donald Trump and that Reza Aslan, whoever he is, from CNN, it has really talked down about Donald Trump tonight. Won't help the self-radicalized ones here, I know. And there are terror cells right here in the United States and sympathizers. And I don't know if you heard this, but ISIS put out like an advertisement. I don't know if it was today or it was just recently that that said go out and get the invaders wherever they are, get the Christians, basically, and it was an ad with a truck, a knife, and a gun. Yeah, we're too busy putting down Donald Trump, President Trump, for everything he does. And again, this is a good way for the left to keep us distracted so that we don't get to the business at hand, which is all the stuff that we need to do. I know we have training camps in the United States. I know. And if you try to do something about it, it would be, oh, you just don't like Muslims. You're racist. Whatever the case may be, it's going to have to come a point where we say enough of the nonsense is enough, and tell everybody, look, you cannot coexist with people who want to kill you. Yeah, I saw Kathy Griffin. I saw her 15 minutes left of fame that she had. And now she got her last venue was canceled, so that's good. 3 more weeks of ultra jihad activity. Yeah. And what gets me too, I mean, I know phony tears and everything else about her is phony, but how? No, this was with her attorney Bloom, Lisa Bloom. How cowardly are you to have get somebody when they're walking on the bridge where you can only jump in the water, you can't get away from those people, and there were people who were actually jumping in the water. Okay, Hugh, absolute cowards. And I just don't know. I don't know how much more in Europe they're going to take. Their mayor said before, well, this is something you're going to have to get used to. And so now, what's he saying now? Yeah, I know. Oh, that's exactly what Kathy did. That the perpetrator wanted to turn around and be the victim. Oh no, I am not part of the problem. But thank you, good finger, Jimmy. Well, your mayor did say that. I almost Bill, I guess. Yes, I know. Gloria Allred. The nut didn't fall far from the tree, as they say. That was all. All of this stuff to me seems very planned. Yeah, I know. No, I think more or less the London morals and legalities and everything else are kind of falling down right now, based upon the fact that everybody's reactive rather than proactive. Don't Sabir, why don't you find another scope where you can boss people around? Sabir had to go. Yeah, of course. What would the world be without trolls? But in the United States, we need to be proactive too, and we're not. We're reactive as well. So it's not going to do any good. Yes, Patrick, he was. Yay, Hugh's back. 15 years from now, Europe is in trouble, just going to get worse. And it's going to get worse here, too. You missed it, Patrick. It was just so fast. Nobody said Muslims were terrorists, but nobody said all Muslims were terrorists. If you're going to start that stuff, go someplace else. Yeah, I mean, you've got to be able to. Somebody suggested, I think it was on Fox News, that on that bridge, for example, they need to put people on that bridge, and they need to put police, on either end of it, and start watching for things like this. I mean, this is the second attack on that bridge. And I think probably what they need to do is close. I don't know if you can close down that bridge to foot traffic. It may have to do something else. Oh, go someplace else and spew your hate. God. Well, they should put up some type of barriers. SCOTUS isn't delaying; they're going to expedite it. So they're gonna hear it pretty quickly. I don't know how soon, and I don't know if Ginsburg, who is absolutely anti, hey Karen, anti-Trump, why should you be able to listen to the be on part of the case? You can't stop a vehicle going 50 miles an hour. Well, it depends. I mean, it depends on what kind of barriers you put up. Close the borders. Yeah, Hugh, got to be one. Units monitoring the area. I know they even lowered the level, the terrorist level down. Remember that? Hey, Melody, good to see you. She should recuse herself, but the liberals never recuse themselves. Yeah, I know that's terrible. I heard a Lou Dobbs case won't be heard until 6 months. All that could possibly be. Hey, Jamie, welcome, welcome. Ginsburg needs to retire. Yeah, and pretty soon, Justice Anthony's going to retire too, probably. Yeah, I mean, they need to put something. Check her for a pulse, I guess. Hey, Amy, good to see you. Thanks for inviting people. Yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely insanity that every day we go, oh, wow, X amount of people are dead. This happened, same place. This happened, this happened, this happened. And then we never do anything about it. We never are proactive. We're just always ever, at the very end. What we should have done this. We should have done that. Nobody's taking credit as far as I know so far. And again, why does anybody need to take credit? We have 3 people who are dead that they say were the ones doing the killing. And so, that's enough for me right there. 3 people. Terrorism doesn't have to be connected to a whole group of people. Hey, Marguerite, in order to be called terrorism. They had 2 incidences. The that last one in Vohall or something like that, they said maybe that wasn't connected. So it was at least 2 incidences. Ban cars, no. Maybe either ban cars going across the bridge, which I don't know how you get across the bridge. Maybe they need to have a separate one for walking. But then, that wouldn't stop people from going across. Murdering, killing, same thing. It means the same thing. More people calling for internment of all people on watch lists. How many people died? Total 6 for right now. They'll just run over people elsewhere. Exactly. Hey, Gary, good to see you. They should put the army out and have everybody stay indoors so there's less of a chance of being killed by those unknown killers or lone wolves. Right. London needs a wall. Call it what it is. It's murder. It's murder or killing. It's the same thing. 6 dead, 3 suspects dead. Yes, and about 20 injured. Yeah, they said Vohall was not connected. They thought in the beginning that it was. What's your killing and murder? It's the same thing. Go look it up. Let's not mince words. I don't know why you're hung up on that. London needs a purge. Terrorists attempted to behead some guy. Where was that, Donald? Why are you doing a periscope for this terrible incident? Why are you in here asking me stupid questions? Was it 4 knives? I don't know how many. How do we stop terrorism globally? We get rid of the terrorists. Putting the wrong people away. Yep, exactly, Hugh. We need to basically go in and get them. I hope so. Hope he does. That's what I heard too, Las Vegas gal. I don't know. CNN probably. I don't even know if CNN has called it a. What is your solution? Faces. You seem to be, the English language has got to be the right word for you. So why don't you tell us what your solution is? So it's Vauxhall. I think the UK will want our assistance now. Yeah, probably. Hey, Monique, how are you? Well, I'm not. I'm asking you to just, quit distracting. Yep. Yeah, our solution is to keep them out of America, but not everybody. We're fighting against those people that only want to bring them here. I'm okay, Monique. How about you? I mean, we had 8 years bringing them here, opening the doors, not vetting properly. How many more years can we do that before we end up looking just like London does? Yep. Proof, please, is that the State Department under Obama said they weren't vetting properly. Try to go look that up instead of trying to troll in a scope. If you don't want to be here and you want to ask dumb questions because you think it's distracting, then just leave and go someplace else. And the fourth district, fourth circuit. Yeah, I know it's too much. Too busy trolling to do it. I know. That's right, Hugh. Hello, how are you? Hey, Danielle, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Hey, Robin. Lots of corruption going on everywhere, I think. What I do is shut down distractions. If you're coming in here to be a distraction, you can go someplace else. I know, Danielle. Thank you, Marguerite. Yeah, calling it an incident. It's another person that can't say terrorism. Thanks, Robin. Monique said she's doing well despite London's tragedy and all things that are going on in the world of terrorism. I don't understand why Obama failed to have a greater regard for our national and homeland security. Sad. We'll have that conversation offline, Monique. But we've got to start doing more than just talking about it afterwards. No, I don't speak Arabic. Yeah, 3 terrorists are dead. Hey, Nikolai, how are you? Oh, dear God. Have a nice day. Good God. Yeah. I can't believe they're going to have the concert. They're going to go ahead with it, I guess, tomorrow in Manchester. That's really risky. Well, they killed 3 terrorists, but there may be more. I don't know. But 3 are dead. Yeah. It'd be kind of, I think it's too soon, really, to go out and, have a concert. But, they have a lot of people who are participating, so I don't know what they're going to do about it. On the one hand, you don't want people to prevent you from doing things, but on the other hand, it's like, wow, what do you do in a case like that where now people are dead? Yeah, they have enough going on, and they have, it's a lot of police are going to be probably securing the area, and do they have enough people to be at the concert and every place else? Well, you're welcome to think that it is. All right, Freebird, thanks so much. So I don't know. There may be that they have their hands full, and that they really don't need another having a concert right now. It's a little bit much. I'm not sure why they planned it so soon. That's what I'm thinking, Bill. What does everybody on YouTube think about them having a concert tomorrow night? Do you think it's too soon? Well, Tanner, why don't you go find a logic someplace else? And yet the libs, I couldn't mention that. Has the concert gotten out yet? The concert's not till tomorrow. Hey, Fire Captain, how are you? I heard there are more than 100,000 jihadists in the UK, but they're only watching 3,500. Well, that's good. That's what Monique said. Concert's putting children at risk. I bet it will be canceled. Maybe so. Gary's saying have the concert. Somebody's saying the concert's going to be a joke about inclusivity. And Las Vegas Gal said she heard the same figures, Monique. Yeah, that's a lot of people that they're not watching. And again, the month has just started, so. But I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what London does now. I mean, how many more times before they do something? And whose authority is it? Yeah, 30 taken to the hospital. Who's going to decide? The mayor of London, or is somebody else going to make that decision on what needs to be done right now? Yeah, somebody on YouTube said the same thing. Ethan. Day 8 today, Hughes said. Or at the first concert, I sure wouldn't go to the second time. I know, even if it were free. Yeah, exactly. London mayor can't even call it a terrorist. Yep, London will need spy scams all over the streets. I think they already have it, don't they? People will take back Britain. Well, we'll see. Whatever's left to take back after keep waiting. Cameras can't stop it. Nope. It's a reaction. It's a reactive. I don't know. I don't know if the mayor of London supports Sharia law or not. I have no idea. Yeah, Gary said it took 19 terrorists that brought the United States and the world down to its knees. That's right. We do need a travel ban. Look for more trouble now in June at the Disney properties. Why is that, Dad? Did you hear something about that specifically? And Hugh said they had a lot of help, Gary. Monique said, very scary, worse that the Dems in the House are blocking the travel and extreme vetting plan. Comey warned us in 2016, and Kelly just said that it's the worst that we've been led to believe. Yeah, it's worse than we've been led to believe. Yeah, good question, Marcia. Why is there Sharia law in the United States? Oh, I see. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, you just shake your head at all this. I mean, you really do. You just keep thinking, you know, when is it going to be enough? When are people going to say enough is enough? What does it take for that to happen? Before people say, we can't coexist, obviously. If you have radical Islamists, that something needs to be done by it. Yeah. I think you can go to Disney anytime you like, Bill. You missed the trolls, Jamie. You're late. we were being barraged by trolls. Drive through Dearborn, yeah, like being in Arabia. Yep. Welcome, Jamie. Welcome. Where you have Islam, you have Sharia, hand in glove. Yeah, it's true. President Trump had a great visit with the Saudis, but don't they practice Sharia law? Yeah, they do. They're Sunnis. They believe too strongly in their idealism on the left. They're preparing their own suicides and ours too, Ethan. Ah. Should we be concerned about our ties with the Saudis or not? We've had ties with them since 1932, Monique. We had a few more tonight. Yes, we should. Well, we've had ties with Saudis since 1932. So if we were going to be concerned about them, we should have been a long time ago. You can be my troll, Gary. Their children will die, become sex slaves, and they still believe they're correct. Hey, Sarah, good to see you. How long is Ramadan? It lasts about the whole month of June. This is like day 8 or something like that. See, Carson said Sharia law not consistent with our Constitution. Or Secretary Carson. It isn't. Wow. We like to trade cash and gun. We've done it since 1932, Bill. Nothing new. I'd love to see Mattis off the leash on this. I know. Wouldn't that be great? 15 Saudi hijackers, but Trump doesn't call for a ban. Why? What are you talking about? You don't think Trump hasn't called for a ban? Where have you been hiding? So tired of this crap. Mayor of London needs to be in a dungeon, you said. Mad dog. I know. Trump's calling for a ban everywhere he can. It's people on the left, and the left courts won't let him have it. Why should he call a ban on Saudis? Did you not hear what I said? We've been in a relationship with them since 1932. Yeah, anybody that we called for a ban on, we didn't get. So you want him to add one more that we're not going to get? That makes sense. I know, the Ninth Circus and the Fourth. Don't forget the Fourth out there in Virginia. I know, Hugh. Help me, Hugh. Help me, Hugh. Yep. Libs on here. You guys need to get out of here. I'm tired of your crap. I know. I feel that way too, Sarah. So, are you for Iran? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what your point is? We're watching North Korea too much. We need to be watching China. I don't know, Bill. I think we need to be watching the world right now. Since when are the courts making decisions for our country, Danielle? Since Obama left. And actually, they made decisions for our country when he was in power. We're just now noticing it more because it's going against what the right thing that needs to be done, which is always has been. Everybody wants Iran down. Iran wants to go after Israel. Why wouldn't we want Iran down? It wouldn't the Iran government anyway. True Little Caesar's Pizza is getting sued. Yes, it is true, Gary. Yeah, the government of Iran is bad. The people of Iran are nice. They're not necessarily in favor of their government. We should close our eyes and don't worry about anything other than USA. Well, see, Bill, but we can't do that because people coming into the United States want to hurt us. So we can't close our eyes to what's going on. Tonight's attack was because of Jews. That's crazy. I think you're making that up. SCOTUS can back the legitimacy of Trump's temporary ban. Hopefully, he can. They can. I mean, it's constitutional. Everything he's doing, protecting the United States, it's totally constitutional. Shut down the border and deport the illegals and ban Muslims. Somebody said. Dean Obama. He's a scorer. Look it up when you're done. Scoped it. Did you hear what Bloomberg? I think it wasn't Bloomberg, Danielle. It was De Blasio. I think is what you mean. Mayor De Blasio in New York. Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, Bill Maher gets Bill Maher or Mayor, however you say his name, gets a pass. He apologizes, and now it's like okay, but I guess there are people still calling for him to be fired. I just don't think anybody should be using in my if you're going to say that one group of people can't use a certain term, then other people shouldn't. It should be across the board that you shouldn't be able to even call yourself that. Yep, it is the right and the SCOTUS to uphold the constitutional laws. Some people. Saturday night, nothing better to do except troll. They're like deadly virus trying to make its way to the United States. That's right, Monique. And we have the left who's sitting there going, oh, but they're just wonderful. Let's just coexist. That's all it'll take. It wasn't it Ariana Grande? It said all you need is compassion and love and kindness, and all of this will go away. That's what the professor at the University of Michigan said. So, now it wasn't Katy Perry who said that. It was Ariana Grande who said that. Katy Perry said no barriers, no borders. Oh gosh, that's so hurt. Bye. Globalism is dead. America first. Yep. Yada yada. I know. You know that, like, I think we had to do a study on the mentality of the trolls. I think they're probably around 10 years old mentally. Rhinos are the most disappointing is not vocally standing up with Donald Trump. Yeah. Well, that's because they're not really GOP. You know, they're not Republicans. They're Democrats. I didn't, Bill, I was watching something else. Trolls make us laugh. Yeah. Ugh. Trolls are a waste of time. You know, they're part of the problem. We've been talking about the London attacks the whole time, so you may want to start the replay once we're done. Wow, sorry to hear that, Ethan. Glad you finally saw the light. Left hand is getting stronger, starting to use that as the blocking tool. Oh yeah, I know, Bill. But you know what? It is Texas, so Texas doesn't take much crap. At least it's Texas, right? Not California. Then that would be a lot of problems. Don't mess with Texas. That's right. Mother of load bomb, bacon on it. Everything goes better with bacon, they say. That was Katy Perry. What's so wonderful about people getting beheaded and slaughtered to death? Nothing. What idiots. They should try living in Syria and see how they feel. Yeah, but she's the one who's Monique who said no borders, no barriers. Ah, why is that? Who got booted from over there? It's kind of odd. People don't usually get booted out of YouTube. That Katie put me. Yeah. Oh, really, Hugh? That's weird. Do you like turkey? Only at Thanksgiving. How do you? Do you like turkey? Good God. Oh, that's weird. Bacon. I love bacon. I am Canadian. I don't like Canadian bacon though, Gary. I have to tell you. I love bacon, but not Canadian bacon. uh, Thanks, Las Vegas gal. Some days ooh, like today is not the day to be like have trolling, you know. I know. Thank you, Marcia. Tetrazzini, turkey tetrazzini. How many people in here like Canadian bacon? I know. Jerry Brown is going with Singer Pay. I know. He's trying to. I know. I just, Gary, I just don't like Canadian bacon. I don't know. Aw. Aw. Really? You're so sweet. Hey, Rhonda, good to see you. Pineapple? Oh, no. No, no, no. Never put that on. Canadian bacon and pineapple or on pizza or anything like that. That's just gross. Canadian. Oh, you don't. You just like only good, Danielle. We have some Canadian friends. I like them, the Canadian friends that we have on our scopes. But I just, I know we need a little comic relief. But I don't. I don't like the Canadian bacon. Like the Canadians, don't like the bacon. I know. We just have to get people to, wake up. I tweeted to, yeah, Monique. We talked about that earlier. I tweeted to the president earlier tonight, saying basically that it is his job to protect us and don't let the court system stop him from doing that. I mean, if it's an imminent threat to the United States, he has every right to do that. Although I don't think there's any, from hearing, no imminent threat to the United States right now, if we can believe that. So, because he can shut down everything if he needs to. Yes, she is, Danielle. But then again, we all knew that. I would never put pineapple and Canadian bacon on a pizza. Ain't gonna happen. Thank you, Monique. Yeah, he's very keen. He knows the games. Yeah, he does. He really does. No, Danielle. Yuck. I hope President Trump gets rid of McCabe sooner than later. Why is that, Bill? Well, I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying, but what's your opinion? Amy, she had two press conferences. She did. One was the first one where she said she was quote unquote sorry, and the second one was where she she was basically saying that Trump was trying to ruin her life. It was the perpetrator trying to become the victim, and she was saying, "Oh, I'd never hurt a child." Although a year ago, basically she said she wanted to go after Trump and Barron. So yes, the left doesn't mind going after bullying, I guess cyberbullying the children, I suppose. Because that's what she was, I guess maybe she was trying to do that. I have no idea. It's funny how the British government knows how many people downloaded ISIS and Al Qaeda's online magazines, yet they can't seem to track down these people. I know, Nikolai. It's funny. Funny what we do know and the information we can get, and then when all of a sudden we just can't do anything. The bully is libs, Sarah said. What happened to mess with the bull, get the horns? I don't know, Ethan. Griffin is she's looking for a career. Hillary Clinton did not collapse. Britain is already gone, Docs and Dad said. Yeah, I don't know what her story is. I don't, other than I don't think she's funny, but it wouldn't surprise me to see her back doing something soon. I mean, you just never know. I think Al Franken actually canceled his meeting with her. Hillary will never leave the country, Bill. She's not going anywhere. Yeah, she apologized. Yeah, right, Don. Yeah, apologized for all of 2 seconds, and then until she thought up some other scheme. I swear, I think all of this has just been thought up. It was a long time ago. They had already had this all planned. Yeah, it wasn't really an apology. If you're going to apologize, then you apologize to the person that you smeared, right? So go to the president and say you're sorry. Tweet out to the president that you're sorry. Tweet out to his son that you're sorry. But she didn't do that. And then, instead of leaving it alone, then she has to come out and come back and say, oh, he was bullying me. He was trying to end my career. And it's like, are you out of your mind? And obviously the answer would be yes on that, but that's what happened. She attacked Barrett. I know. Well, she did. She did that in an article. Yeah, she doesn't like men, I guess. Well, she divorced her husband, but he's the lucky one. She never told the president, but now it's the president's fault. I know. Her lawyer set it up. Doesn't mean that psychopaths feel nothing for us, Marcia said. Yeah, again, I just don't think that she's funny. She never really has been. And but a lot of people, I mean, she's got a very loyal base. The gay community absolutely adore her. So I'm surprised that they're not speaking up. I didn't know Secret Service is not going to arrest her. Susan, some of these pigs were on scope, laughing, etc. I don't know exactly who you were talking about. She was funny on the Seinfeld episode. I didn't see that one. Well, grasp or whatever. Don't generalize. She discussed this trash pop culture that gays like. Oh, that was a generalization, Danielle. It's not really true. It's generalized. Not all Americans feel that way. Is London about to have an election coming up? I don't think so. Gloria said Lisa be Kathy's lawyer, so you'll be in the press. Probably, Bill. We need some attention. Get out there, Gloria. Get out there. Take your case for free. When are the elections? I don't know who's running for what there. I mean, we had some big ones. Some screenshots to keep if FBI needs them, etc. We trying to do something. She didn't need a lawyer. It was just a publicity stunt. I mean, What's your zodiac sign? Oh, really? Do you? Wow. Jim Carrey's another sleaze that supports her. No, Jim Carrey doesn't really support her. Jim Carrey's like her in that he wants to get out there and get attention, just like her, because they both got failing careers. He said she should get out there and sever a leg, because the people who are comedians should be on the cutting edge, and they're the ones that need to do all this, and blah 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 blah, whatever. Again, if you're going to turn to a comedian for your news and for anything important, not everybody hates Trump, Don. Don, where are you from? Jim Carrey needs to divert attention for providing drugs to what? To his girlfriend? Who I didn't know anything about that. Wow. Yeah, I know the world rests on comedy. Well, it looks like the trolls left. The numbers went down quickly, so they got tired of getting blocked, I guess. Who was his girlfriend, Ethan? I didn't hear about that. Kathy Griffin is back in the attack. She's mad that the Trumps are trying to ruin her life. She ruined her life and career, right? Oh, they're coming back. She was some 30-year-old young actress type. Yeah, I don't remember ever hearing anything of that, Ethan, so I don't know. Jim Carrey's on trial. When did that happen? No, Trump's forceful enough. She did ruin her own life, yep. And her own career, Bill. You Scotch dog, you're just making stuff up. Did you hear about FBI? Yeah, the bust in Dearborn, Michigan today. Elderly woman with children living there for 1 month from Lebanon. Yes, neighbors reported seeing the FBI walking out with boxes that they believed to be weapons. Wouldn't surprise me. I did see that, Monique. They didn't give very much information about that though. Very quiet about it. But it's Dearborn, Michigan. I know, from Lebanon, an elderly woman. Let's see. Nobody will suspect an elderly woman with children. Why don't you just move there? Here, take these weapons when you go. Ah, yeah, she might. But they're also thinking that Elizabeth Warren might. It was Uma's brother's house. Are you sure about that, Bill? You- I know. Bill's just making stuff up. Everybody on the, you guys on the East Coast, you're just making stuff up tonight. It's a town that Dennis, yeah, went to the documentary on the Muslim population. Yep, and I don't necessarily think Clinton is going to run again. I don't necessarily see her doing that. I think it's probably going to be Elizabeth Warren and maybe Joe Biden. Yeah, they really wanted Warren to run last time, but it was Hillary's time, and everybody knew it was Hillary's opportunity. They didn't realize she'd blow it, but oh, Schumer, I don't think so. Biden is going to need naps. Yeah, Pocahontas. Oh, I know. Ugh. Biden is creepy. Yes, I do. Do you want to see my shirt? Here, let me show you. There you go. What's well, Sarah? I know. I tell you, Las Vegas gal. It's like, and even with my left hand, and I'm right-handed, I can tell you. So it's like you can see the wave. They roll in, and then they like roll back out, either voluntarily or they just get blocked. You think it's a big microphone? Yeah. Everybody says that. They have a complex. They have a complex. Yep, like the tide. Comes in, rolls out. Larry King? You mean King? Oh, God. Are you a. Oh, my God. People just disgust me. That mic is for. What? Larry King mic? No, no. England does not deserve what happened. Nobody deserves it. YouTube is. The mic is for YouTube. No, they don't. Big pool guy, why don't you go clean a pool? I just love it when people want to blame the victims. It's amazing. It's also, Bill, for people on YouTube, they can't hear me unless I use the microphone. Yeah, so it's kind of like dual function for the show, for YouTube. No, Europe just happened to have the wrong leadership. It is sad. I know you know, Bill. Nikolai said Dearborn isn't what it used to be. That's for sure. For sure, for sure. Yes, fish. Go fish. Ah! I have this plugged in so it's not very stable. That's why it keeps moving. Thought that was a. Yeah, you did. I bet you did. I bet you were hoping, huh? Yeah, I know. Too much reality. Still have a halo over your head. I know. Well, it's the lights and the fan, and I had to. Let me just try to steer that away a little bit. It's going to fall over if I move it. I had it in the right place, but then I had to block someone, and it moved. So hopefully that won't drive you crazy. It's okay. Okay. Comedy show was. I should take. Ah, you should see me get on a roll sometime. You really, I tell you. I could be funnier and more sarcastic. Let me tell you, but doesn't mean I should, but I could be. But don't worry, I'm not going to be throwing my glasses at the screen or anything like that. I don't do that. I was in one scope today that was like so vulgar I had to leave. I can tell you that. Those ones are just a little bit too much to take. Ah. Hey Michelle, how are you? Everybody needs to change their egg pictures and get real real profile pictures instead of the eggs. You should put your profile picture there, Michelle. No, I don't. I just like to look at the microphone. Eggs need to hatch. Yep. Maybe by Easter they'll have their own profile pictures up there. Yeah, Danielle, because they said this the other day that it's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. And he's trying right now to get a peace agreement. And so, if you move the embassy right now to Jerusalem, it's not going to happen. There's no way. The Arab world would go bonkers. It's called a complex, Las Vegas, and you know what complex I'm talking about. Otherwise, they wouldn't mention it so many times. Yep, that's true. Everybody should have a real picture and whatever. Even not, I don't even like the fake names that people have. It's hello, Zaddy. Salutations, Lacringe. Please speak English. We don't speak whatever language that is. You need to speak English. We want to be able to understand what you're saying. That's okay. It's nice that you can speak several languages, but we just can't speak them. Looks like Arabic. I have no idea. Is that a radio station? No, it's a microphone. Talking about anything? No, we're just looking at each other. We're not talking about anything at all. We just sit here, we look at each other, we watch the hearts go, and then, that's it. That's what we do. Ah, good Lord. The wave is going. You feel the wave? So like a family. Yes, we're all family members. Yeah, probably so, Sarah. Politics, maybe no. We don't ever talk politics in here. Right, people? Tell Zadi we never talk politics. I know, here comes the wave. Woo! Get your inner tubes out. Here we go. Religion, no, we don't talk religion either. No religion, no politics. We just talk about the weather and the nice little hearts. Aw, now we don't cuss either. So you'll have to leave on that one. Oh my gosh. The wave goes in, the wave goes out. I tell you, it just unbelievable. It's that time of night where I don't know what time it is around the world. It must be either early or really late. A lot of things you don't discuss. What is entertaining about this? Nothing, Jack. Jackie. Bye bye. And we talk about microphones. Tide, not waves. Yeah, I know, Danielle. It was like, Karen, every time you come on the scope this time of night, and almost all the time anyway, it's like a full moon. It has to be. It's a full moon somewhere, right? Because the people that you get, it's unbelievable. I'm telling you, it's a mentality like a 10-year-old has a higher IQ. Exactly. We talk about what time the sun comes up each day, Monique said. Ah. Michelle, you keep saying, hey. Is there something? We said hello. I know, Karen. Michelle keeps saying hey, so everybody say hey back to Michelle. I don't know why she says it so many times, but maybe she has a reason. Horses eat what, Bill? Hay. Okay. Yes. Not that kind of hay, but yes. Oh my goodness. You guys, you're so funny. Linda Tripp wants her face back. Oh, well, why don't you go give it to them? So some people in London, Susan, that is crazy people in bars were throwing chairs and glasses. Yeah, I know, Sarah. That's all they had. And somebody had mentioned that on Twitter, and I said, yeah, well, if that were California, you'd have even less than that. Hello from Saudi Arabia, Omar. Did you notice that Periscope? No, I didn't notice that. Yeah, I know. Well, in California, you even have to buy your plastic bags for the grocery store. It's 10 cents a bag. So if you want a bag, you have to buy a bag to try to hit somebody with it. Yeah, but it's sad. I mean, can you imagine those people? You're sitting there minding your own business. Thanks, Las Vegas gal. The thing of it is, it's we all have our own carry bags now. I have a lot of bags. Yeah, we pay like 99 cents for these bags that you get like at yeah, I don't know if you guys have Trader Joe's or anything like that, but they're kind of like canvasy bags. You can, Papa. Well, that's just great. I don't know what he can do, but whatever. They more selling bags than product. Probably Gary. That's your answer. You use mine for the bathroom trash cans? Yeah, a lot of people do. Scope bag, ladies, and I need to you. Make sure that you put cafefe on them, will you? Cafefe bags. We all need some cafefe bags. We need to do more with that word. You know that? We really do. More kinds of t-shirts. I know, now that the tide came in. Coverage, yeah. That's what some people say, Bill. I've seen so many different things of what it was supposed to be and what it actually means and whatever. I don't really care. It just is good. Need a cup of cafe. Okay, Danielle, have a good night. It's late for you there, I know. And it's late for all of you people on the East Coast. I have Las Vegas gal, probably never, we'll never know, probably. Because it was just something that went there. I mean, they did get there. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock here. They did get there, but I don't know if Spicer saw them or whatever. It had a note inside, so hopefully they saw it. They had a good laugh out of it. What are you taking your cafe? Just cream. I just love that. It made the left crazy with him doing that, and it was well worth it. Loved it. Gary retracted his message. What did you say, Gary? Must have been pretty bad. Natural night owl, being retired helps, and too much cafe. Okay, I can't take Michelle's hay, so I had to let her go. Took Mimi. Ah. Michelle's one more hay, and it was like Gary retracted it. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to send Hugh back over there to watch you, Gary, see what you're doing. It was a typo. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, you guys, I should probably get off. We've been on here a little bit over an hour. Just wanted to, stop by, see how you were doing. Does Trump have the ultimate authority to implement the travel ban regardless of what the Dems in the House say? It's not up to the Dems in the House, Monique. Basically, it's up to the courts right now are the only thing keeping him from implementing his travel ban. And the courts have overstepped their authority. You are welcome, Las Vegas gal. I think we all needed a little bit of levity. I know, Karen. I wasn't in the greatest of moods. I'm just so ticked off about London and so ticked off about the fact that things like that just keep happening and that we just don't do anything about it. Thanks, Sarah. And I'm glad you guys came on too because it really helps to talk to you guys. And I see that the tide is coming in again. Thanks, Robin. Oh, yeah, there comes the tide. See, what they do is they go out and they say, oh, what you do is you go in there and you say something and she blocks you. And they're like, really? Let me go try. I'm 10 years old. Let me go try. So that's what they do. Just so you know. I know you knew that. He's already gone, Bill. He was like in here 2 seconds. Good night, Gary. Have a great night. Wow. Comes the tide. I'm telling you. Just amazing. All right, you guys. We're probably going to have to let the trolls go to bed because they need some sleep. I mean, regardless of what the fourth and ninth circus. Yeah. No, Monique. Yeah, it's the court's overstepping. Yeah, thanks, Amy. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'm feeling like I'm in shock over. I know, Robin, because it's so shocking. You wish it were the weekday? How come that is? All trolls put up the hands and imply no. God bless you too, Sarah. Thank you. More. There's so many things to be angry about right now. Well, I know, I was gonna call you Della, Robin. Uh, Good night. You have a good one. There are, but we've just got to somehow work and get people to wake up, and it just keep up the fight, Sarah. That's what we need to do. We really do because people need to wake up, and again, we just can't be reactionists all the time, right? Just constantly doing that. So I know, but Della, is it Della or Robin? Because what you said it was Robin. Wow, everybody's. It's amazing when the tide comes in. It's almost like it's like, it's like see, I'm telling you, they go out and they say, talk about her microphone. She'll block you when you do that. It's like, why do you want to be blocked? Why do you do that? It's just so hilarious. Unbelievable. Oh, okay. I see. Gotcha. I know. Isn't that a joke, Sarah? Like, oh, two pigs come into a restaurant. All right, you guys. I'm going to go for the next tide comes in here because it's coming again. All right, you guys. Have a great night. Take care. All right, everybody on YouTube. I let Periscope go, and because the tide was coming in, the trolls were coming in. It was just like the tide comes in, the tide comes out. Uh, wow. All right, Monique. You have a great night. Thank you for being here. God bless you all. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for putting up with all the trolls. We'll take care. We'll see you again tomorrow, maybe.